They are perhaps one of the most romanticised brands in motoring history. Over the years they have had their troubles, almost folding entirely during the darkest days in the 1970s and 1980s. But the brand, who will always be remembered for being the favoured choice of one very charming British secret agent, are enjoying their salad days. So, what is the secret behind the success of what are some of the most desired cars in the world? We are here in Gaydon, the home of Aston Martin, to find out just what goes into making one of these very special cars. I first met up with Marek Reichman, the man behind the design of some of its more recent stunners. Marek, the Rapide is a car that's very close to your heart from a design point of view. Tell us the story behind the design.
The four-door Rapide is our first four-door for 60 years or so.
It's quite a challenge to make a four-door car look as beautiful as this. How did you manage it?
Aston Martin is very much about emotion, so we had targets, but the most important target was to make, quote unquote, from Dr. Betts, the most beautiful four-door car in the world. And that really is what we set out to do. It's a very, very elegant car, and really you shouldn't get to a point and think, oh, I don't like that view. It should look perfect from every single angle.
How does Aston Martin, in terms of design, stay an Aston Martin but still evolve?
Yeah, it really is about being contemporary, so we always design with the future in mind. There are obvious Aston Martin cues, the shape of the grille, the shape of a side strake, but they evolve and they move. But really for me it's about maintaining a modernity and about maintaining something which is contemporary in its context. And it also therefore has to be, we do a lot to change your perception of width, of stance, of proportion with the cars. For instance, the new Vantage S, V8 Vantage S. If you look down at these feature lines, they're really emphasising how wide this car is at the front.
The DB9 is a stunning piece of design. It's been around a little while, but it's still a lot of people's favourite car. How do you evolve the design of...
Technology is changing, or the way you can actually build or make something is changing, but colours, materials, textures as well always help update and maintain something. And as you say, it is somewhat of a timeless classic in terms of its appearance. So really for me it's about enhancing that, and you keep growing it.
Just finally moving on to the V12 Vantage, what are the subtle differences from a design point of view that you can add to indicate that a car has the best performance, if you like?
Well, this one really is as close to the race car on the road as we could possibly get it. And there you're looking for cues directly from the race car. If, for instance, if you look at the side sill of the V12 Vantage, it's quite straight, and it's derived from the side sills that we have in our race cars. The bonnet obviously packages our V12, so our 6-litre V12 goes in our smallest car, and you can really see that the bonnet just looks like it's overblown a little bit because the engine is being squeezed into there. And I'd really say that we sent this car to the gym basically, and it's been working out. So it's really got that brute.
It does look very
suit.
muscular, and it's straining.
Yeah, it's a brute in a suit.
It was now time to take advantage of our Access All Areas pass and see how an Aston Martin is crafted, from its aluminium frame to the final product. The amazing thing about this factory is virtually nothing is automated. Nearly everything is done by hand. What we see here is the start of every single Aston Martin except for the new 177. It's an extruded aluminium chassis, and that makes it incredibly lightweight. Between this point and this point, this is essentially the start of every Aston Martin, and from there it develops. The construction of this tub uses the same sort of technology as they use in the aerospace industry, and this entire tub only weighs about 500 kilograms, making it incredibly light. Once adhesive has been added to the body panels, It ends up here where it's glued to the aluminium tub. It goes through a process where glue is added, it's warmed up, and it starts to end up looking like a car at the other end. So a bit of glue, a few panels, and then we're on to the next stage. Aston Martin are all about attention to detail, and this is the coordinate measuring machine. Cars are picked at random and their body panels are checked to make sure they're absolutely perfect. These cars have just come out of the paint shop. They spend 50 man-hours being painted, making it one of the longest processes in the whole factory. The quality of the materials used throughout the car is absolutely outstanding. Check out this leather seat base. 9 leather hides have gone into this car, and it's been hand stitched too, and it smells absolutely wonderful. This is where the car gets its finishing touches. The final inspections are done and it's ready to meet its new customer. Yes, it's great fun seeing how an Aston Martin is made, but the best part remains driving it. You can of course see where all this craftsmanship has gone. The interior of this car is magnificent. We're in the DB9, which is probably my favourite Aston Martin, and the engine is just incredible too. Listen to that sound.